We're on question 10 from the Orthodox Catechism. This follows on the heels of other questions, especially question 7 onwards. You'll have to refer to those if you want more context for the question and the answer that I can give here. But question 10 asks, will God permit our sin to go unpunished? The answer is certainly not. He's terribly angry about the sin we're born with, as well as the sins we personally commit, and as a just judge, he punishes them now and in eternity. So we recognize this in the civilian sphere all the time. If someone commits a heinous crime against someone else, an awful crime, we instinctively know that justice means that that person must be judged, that person must be sentenced, that person must endure some sort of appropriate punishment fitting for the evil that they committed. We know that, we get that, we see that. God is the same way. We commit sins against God. We don't love him, we don't love our neighbor, and all the things that fall under those two umbrellas. And so there's a just punishment that's due. And it's that problem that Jesus has come to solve for us on our behalf as our substitute. So I'm going to read one passage from Psalm chapter 5, which really gets to the heart of this issue. And this is what it says. Psalm chapter 5, verses 4 through 7, if I can actually find the thing. This is what it says. You are not a God who delights in wickedness. Evil may not sojourn with you. The boastful may not stand before your eyes. You hate all evildoers. You destroy those who speak lies, and the Lord abhors bloodthirsty and deceitful men. But I, David writes, through the abundance of your steadfast love will enter your house. I will worship toward your holy temple in the fear of you. And that is the hope. God is going to judge, but God doesn't leave us with this bad news. He's always provided a vehicle and a way for us to be reconciled to him. In the Old Testament, that was looking forward to Jesus and the atonement and sacrifice that he would make on our behalf for us in our place. And now on this side of the cross, we look back toward Jesus, the author and finisher of our faith, who brings us safely to the promised land and reconciles us to God. So God does punish sin. He has to punish sin. And Jesus has come to fix that. And the questions, especially following this one, are really going to explain how that works and why it has to be that way. So I hope you stay around for questions 11 and following, or read up on it yourself independently from the Orthodox Baptist Catechism, and see what the Christian story has to say about the solution for our sin problem before God and the judgment that brings upon us and how Jesus takes it away.